Jordan Food and Drug Administration. In order to cope with the scientific and global development in food and drug control, the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan has taken practical and tangible steps, which culminated in 2003 by the establishment of JFDA as a national competent authority for food and drug control, and to be considered the national umbrella for all various regulatory points. In order to avoid duplication of control procedures, to ensure the adoption of unified standards, as well as achieving many cooperation and development programs through bilateral agreements with many national, regional, and international bodies.
Jordan Food and Drug Administration was established since 2003 according to its law number 31. Our goal is to ensure food safety and quality and that it is fit to human consumption. Also to ensure safety, efficacy and quality and any other substances related to human safety. Jordanians spend around 39% of their income on food and about 9% on drugs, which mandate establishing an independent authority to ensure food and drug safety.
Food Directorate. JFDA is monitoring and inspecting food both imported and local, where JFDA staff is implementing direct control on imported food in all custom border points. JFDA monitors on average about 40,000 consignments of imported foods annually, knowing that food sector ranked the second among imported goods with 15% of total imports, while drug ranked the fourth with 2% of total imports. JFDA adopted a control system based on health risk degree. In this system, food is classified into categories according to its risk level on health, and accordingly, the suitable inspection level is adopted. Food is classified according to a computerized system in two channels. Red channel includes food that will be subject to a strict level of control through checking the proper documents along with the consignment, after which sensory detection is done, and finally samples are drawn for lab analysis. Yellow channel includes checking the proper documents along with the consignment, then sensory detection. To achieve more safety, random samples are taken from foods within the yellow channel according to monitoring system for this purpose. In order to establish the true partnership principle between JFDA and the private sector, JFDA has adopted the Golden List program, which is considered a pioneer project that will increase competition in the aim of providing safe and high-quality food. As for the control of local foods in the market, food inspectors from all JFDA branches belonging to Food Control Directorate and the Directorate of Regional Affairs, which was recently established to share the responsibility of monitoring and inspection procedures on food establishments, and check the quality of food displayed in the market to consumers to ensure that food products meet all health as well as quality requirements, all in the end to protect consumer health and protect them from forgery. Drug. JFDA controlling role also extends to ensure drug safety, efficacy and quality by following a series of strict control measures, starting from production line at the manufacturing company based on approval of manufacturing sites, based on approved criteria and good manufacturing practices, which ensure the safety of drug manufacturing analysis, transportation, storage, distribution and dispensing. Drug Directorate is responsible for the drug registration and pricing according to approved guidelines, following up the latest scientific and international regulations. This role also extends to carrying out inspections on pharmacies, drugstores, and manufacturing companies, whether locally or outside Jordan. Drugs are subject to lab analysis prior to being displayed in the market, according to drug testing by law that requires passing drug lab tests for 7 consecutive batches during the first 2 years of its registration and release. In addition to that, 3 random batches are collected from the market annually to be analyzed to ensure drug validity. Adverse events for each drug are also monitored through reports sent by pharmacovigilance monitoring centers associated with the JFDA. These reports are exchanged with the WHO Center in Uppsala, Sweden. For prevention of misuse of narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, JFDA Drug Control Directorate adopted strict control system that depends on controlling imported quantities and making sure that they comply with the quantities prescribed by authorized doctors according to special numbered prescriptions. JFDA evaluates, follows up, and supervises all clinical studies carried out in Jordan, which are considered as a key step in providing new drugs and generic drugs with the efficiency of the reference drug and at a lower price. It is also worth mentioning that Jordan is considered as a pioneer country in this field, where it is the first Arab country that issued clinical studies laws since 2001. Finding out the importance of JFDA role to ensure people's health and safety comes regarding to the use of medical devices and supplies, cosmetics, and pharmaceutical cosmetics. A Directorate of Medical Devices and Supplies was established for registration, testing, control, and inspection of these items according to global and scientific international procedures and standards. All control procedures on food and drug are dependent on lab tests carried out in JFDA laboratories through qualified technicians using modern and advanced laboratory tools and devices in all areas of the required tests, which are built on scientific and international basis. It is worth mentioning that JFDA Food Quality Control Laboratories have received the national accreditation ISO 17025 for most of their tests, with their results are matching those of the international laboratories. As for the Drug Quality Control Laboratories, a new fully equipped room for testing toxic and hazardous materials was established according to high national standards for the purpose of protecting the technicians and providing them with a suitable, safe environment. JFDA contributed in regulatory actions to enhance the kingdom's efforts to reach the global markets by exporting foods, as the Jordanian food is being exported to 91 countries. Food ranked the third with 15% of the national exports. Jordanian drugs ranked the fourth with 11% of the national exports and are being exported to more than 65 countries. JFDA strongly believes in its role towards local community in raising public awareness in the field of food and drug safety. JFDA issued a number of awareness and educational messages through media and social network sites. JFDA also periodically conduct charity packages distribution, including refugee camps. JFDA became a pioneer in the field of food and drug training locally and regionally, which was achieved through constant building up of staff capacities. JFDA policy is to adopt information as a base for the management of its services. To facilitate procedures, it was important to provide electronic structures according to global standards. This led to the availability of highly developed electronic services and systems which meet the needs of its staff, consumers, and partners. To achieve JFDA's vision of being distinguished regionally and internationally, Quality and Planning Unit is responsible for developing JFDA performance and raising the quality of services provided, which led to receiving King Abdullah II Award for Excellence for several times, and many of its employees receiving several awards. Jordan Food and Drug Administration, continuous efforts, real-life achievements, a model success story, endless ambitions.